Minecraft 1.21.4 is weird. Pillagers are scared of creakings, bees hate the new flower, and pumpkins are dangerous? Here are 29 things you didn't know about the Garden Awakens update. Minecraft added a new mob, the creaking. As you know, the creaking spawns in the new Pale Garden biome but only comes out at night. Now the creaking is very scary looking, but did you know it didn't always look like this? That's right, the creaking actually went through 8 different concept designs that all look slightly different from each other. These are all very weird looking, but I have to say the final design is my favourite. The Pale Garden biome is one of the more unique biomes in the overworld, and here is why. So the second you step foot in the Pale Garden, you'll notice that the sky will change to a gloomy grey colour looking like this. Now all Mojang has to do is add fog to the Pale Garden and the biome will be perfect. As you know, the creaking mob will stand still when you stare at them, but will sprint and attack you when you're facing away. However, if you are wearing a pumpkin on your head, then it's GG guys, as the creaking will charge and attack you regardless if you're looking at them or not. Yeah, best not to wear pumpkins in the Pale Garden as they're actually quite dangerous. The Pale Garden is the only biome in the Minecraft overworld where passive mobs are not able to naturally spawn at all. However, normal hostile mobs like zombies, skeletons, and the creaking are able to spawn here at night, so be careful. A really cool change was made to wolves in the Garden Awakens update. So in 1.21.4, if you breed 2 wolves with different collar colours, the baby variant will get a mix between the parent's collar colour if possible. For example, if you breed wolves with red and blue collars, the baby wolf will have a purple collar. It's worth noting that this also works with cats as well. Minecraft added a new flower, the eye blossom. This flower is unique as it remains closed during the day but opens up at night. But what's interesting about the eye blossom flower is that it will appear bright in the dark despite not emitting any actual light. Another interesting thing about the eye blossom flower is that the orange part of its texture appears to resemble the eyes of the creaking mob. This is likely why it's called the eye blossom, and now whenever you look at this flower, it's just gonna feel like it's always looking back at you. The texture for the creaking mob is actually uneven. Now this is by design, as the developers wanted the creaking to be asymmetrical and weird looking, while every other mob in the game is symmetrical and even when it comes to their textures. This makes the creaking the only mob to have an asymmetrical texture in Minecraft. Changes have been made to the pillager mob in 1.21.4. Now, what is this change, you may ask? Well, the pillager mob is actually afraid of the new creaking mob as it will run away from them if they're nearby. Don't worry, pillager, I find them scary as well. The Pale Garden biome is one of 2 biomes in Minecraft in which the background music is not able to play. The other biome where the soundtrack cannot play is the warped forest that is found in the Nether. The soundtrack removal was likely done to the Pale Garden to make way for all the unique ambient sounds you hear within the biome. Additionally, if a music track is playing while the player enters the Pale Garden, it will softly fade out. However, the soundtrack will then resume playing once the player exits the biome. All I'm saying is if Subwoofer Lullaby by C418 is playing, I will not be entering a Pale Garden. I love that song. Minecraft has added a new building block known as resin. You can craft resin bricks, slabs, stairs, and walls. But you can also craft this chiseled resin brick that looks like this. Now, if you look closely at the chiseled resin brick, you will notice a symbol on it that closely resembles, well, the creaking mob. I wonder how many times I've said creaking in this video. It's probably a lot. A sad but true feature about the eye blossom flower is that if you try to feed them to bees, then the bees actually become poisoned. This is just awful to watch, man. Let's move on. The creaking, oh I said it again, is already a scary looking mob. I mean, it's a weird looking tree that attacks you when you're not looking. But another way to make the creaking even more unsettling is to throw a splash potion of invisibility on them. This causes only the creaking's eyes to remain visible, which is rather horrifying as you just have 3 orange eyes chasing after you. Woodland Mansions received a small change in the Garden Awakens update. So if you manage to find a chest within the Woodland Mansion, then there is now a chance you can find resin clumps within said chest. Not only can you find resin clumps in a Woodland Mansion chest, you can also stumble across 1 to 2 resin bricks in a chest as well. The chance of finding these resin items in the Woodland Mansion chests is a 44.5% chance on Java, but only a 16.1% chance on Bedrock. This makes finding both resin clumps and bricks on Bedrock Edition a lot harder. The sounds you hear from the new creaking mob are actually real-life sounds created by the Mojang developers. These sounds include sticks, pretzel sticks, a chair, a table, and finally, teeth? The pale oak tree is a new tree type found within the Pale Garden. As you know, these trees have provided a new wood type with many pale wood-related blocks as well. But did you also know the pale oak tree is the second tree added to Minecraft to have particles falling from the leaves, with the first tree being the cherry blossom tree that was added back in 1.20. It's nice that trees in Minecraft are becoming a lot more atmospheric. Another unique feature about the Pale Garden biome is that the colour of the water has been changed to match it. This means any water source block you see within the Pale Garden biome will have a greyish tone to it, looking like this. Would you drink this water? I don't think I would. Normally, when destroying a creaking heart in the Pale Garden, you're rewarded with 2 to 3 resin clumps. Oh, and the death of a creaking. However, if you destroy the creaking heart using a Silk Touch enchanted tool, then you'll be given the block itself as a drop. This means you are able to travel to other biomes in your Minecraft world and control the spawns of the creaking. Just simply place 2 pale oak logs between the creaking heart and watch your creakings appear at night time in your favourite biome. Resin clumps are unique, as you are effectively able to place them on any block in Minecraft. This allows you to create some cool designs with the resin, such as these resin leaves that seem to resemble some kind of berry bush. I mean, I don't know, they look pretty cool. It's also making me hungry. Another cool thing you can do with resin clumps is trick your friends who haven't played Minecraft in a while into thinking a new ore has been added. That's right, if you place resin on some stone, then it looks like a new orange looking ore block. The creaking is the only mob in Minecraft that cannot be killed by hitting them directly. As you know, you have to destroy the creaking heart to defeat the creaking. A bow can't kill them, TNT can't kill them, and even the warden can't kill a creaking. I mean, look at this, the creaking is able to tank a warden sonic boom attack. I mean, how is this even possible? Additionally, the creaking is also one of the only hostile mobs in the game that doesn't drop any experience upon death. However, destroying the creaking heart makes up for it, as it will drop between 20 to 24 experience points. What's interesting about the eye blossom flower is that it allows you to craft 2 different dyes. The closed variant will give you grey dye, while the opened variant will give you orange dye. You can also use the eye blossom flower to craft suspicious stew. When consumed, it will inflict the player with 11 seconds of blindness, so I can't imagine it's the best thing to eat. And finally, if you plant an open eye blossom flower on a pale moss block, it will begin to emit some rather eerie ambient sounds. But there you have it, those were 29 things you possibly didn't know about the 1.21.4 Garden Awakens update. I said this in my last video, but why is the update name so long, man? Anyways, more 1.21.4 videos are coming soon, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all on my next one. Goodbye!